Dear students, now we are going to see the synthesis of meconazole and tolnaftate. Already we have seen meconazole and tolnaftate structure in last class. So what is the structure for meconazole? Meconazole is having imidazole nucleus. The first nitrogen of imidazole is connected with ethyl. Second carbon of ethyl is having two substitutions. One is 2,4-dichlorophenyl. Here we have methoxy group. The carbon of methoxy is connected with again 2,4-dichlorophenyl. So this is the structure for meconazole. What is the difference between iconazole with this one? So same as that of iconazole, it is extra chlorine. It is having one more chlorine. So this chlorine is extra here. So now we'll see the synthesis. So for this we have taken the starting material as 2,4-dichloroacetophenone. What is acetophenone? C6H5COCH3 is called acetophenone, and in the phenyl ring second and fourth we have chlorine, means that is called as 2,4-dichloroacetophenone. So now this undergoes bromination by means of bromine. Here in that CH3 one hydrogen would be taken and that combines with one Br from Br2 and that is removed as HBr. That's why the left Br is attached with the CH2 and we are getting CH2Br here. So now we are having bromo derivative. Now with that we are adding imidazole. So what is meant by imidazole? It is a 5-membered heterocyclic ring having two nitrogens at 1,3. That is called as imidazole. Now with this bromo derivative we are adding imidazole. Now this hydrogen combines with Br and removed as HBr. That's why with the CH2 that imidazole first nitrogen would be attached. First nitrogen of imidazole would be attached and we got this. Now here we have CO, no? CO attached with this ring. That is the ketone. Now we are going to reduce the ketone. Ketone on reduction by using sodium borohydride. What you are getting? Already we have seen in so many classes, that is primary alcohol on oxidation we are getting aldehyde. So the reverse, aldehyde on reduction we are getting primary alcohol. Similarly, secondary alcohol on oxidation we are getting ketone. So ketone on reduction we have to get secondary alcohol. So here we have a ketone, that is CO, that undergoes reduction. So what we have to get? That is secondary alcohol. The formula for that is CHOH. So instead of CO, that would be reduced and we can get CHOH in that place. Now with this we are adding 2,4-dichlorobenzyl chloride. So already starting material is 2,4-dichloroacetophenone, whereas here we have taken 2,4-dichlorobenzyl chloride. So by that addition this Cl combines with H from this OH and removed as HCl. That's why with the oxygen this CH2 would be connected. CH2 and this ring would be connected and we are getting meconazole. So how can we get that? First we have taken 2,4-dichloroacetophenone that undergoes bromination. We are getting bromo derivative. That one reacts with imidazole. HBr is removed and that imidazole will be attached with that. Here we have ketone. On reduction we are getting secondary alcohol. Now with this we are adding 2,4-dichlorobenzyl chloride. HCl is removed. The left group would be attached with oxygen and we got meconazole. Now we'll see the synthesis of tolnaftate. Before that, we'll see the structure of tolnaftate. Already we have seen, no? So tol means it is having toluene, naf means it is having naphthalene, 8, no, that is indicating carbamothioate. So what are all there? It is having naphthalene. One end is naphthalene, another end is toluene, that is 3-methyl-phenyl. So both are connected by means of carbamothioate. So here with the nitrogen of carbamothioate, what is attached? Methyl would be there. So what is the structure for tolnaftate? That is naphthalene, that is attached with carbamothioate. The nitrogen of carbamothioate is connected with 3-methyl-phenyl and also here methyl. Why it is called carbamothioate? Already we have seen, no, carbamate is NH2COO, that is called carbamate. Here instead of oxygen we have sulfur, means that is called as carbamothioate. Now we'll see the synthesis. So here first we have taken 2-naphthol. Here we have OH, means that is called as 1-naphthol. But here OH is attached in second position. That's why it is called as 2-naphthol. With the 2-naphthol we have added thiophosgene. Because here we have oxygen, means instead of sulfur we have oxygen, means that is called as phosgene. Here instead of oxygen we have sulfur. That's why it is called as thiophosgene. So 2-naphthol is treated with thiophosgene. HCl is removed. That's why with the oxygen C double bond is Cl would be added. Now with this we are adding N-methyl 3-toluidine. So by the addition of this N-methyl 3-toluidine, what happens? This Cl combines with this H and removed as HCl. That's why this carbon has to unite with this nitrogen. So we got tolnaftate. So how can we get tolnaftate? We have taken 2 naphthol that is treated with thiophosgene. HCl is removed. We got this. Now we are adding N-methyl 3-toluidine. So here HCl is removed. That's why the left group would be attached with this carbon and we are getting tolnaftate. So that's all about the synthesis of tolnaftate.